night was cold and the shadows were deep. The shadows were deep. A nation's promise we struggle to keep. Struggle to keep. Heavy the iron and loud was the groan. Loud was the groan. Searching for light in a house not our own. House not our own. Break the bond and let the dawn begin. Let the dawn begin. Healing the scars on the skin of our kin. Skin of our kin. The foundation is set. Let the freedom ring. Let the freedom ring. This is the song that the free people sing. Free people sing. I saw the river, I saw the blood, I saw the promise rising from the flood. No more division, no more the cage, no more the turning of a hateful page. Break the bond and let the dawn begin. Let the dawn begin. Healing the scars on the skin of our kin. Skin of our kin. The foundation is set. Let the freedom ring. Let the freedom ring. This is the song that the free people sing. Free people sing a new birth.
Cold winds bit the Delaware. The Parlet's heavy with the winter frost. 7 years of ghost and gun smoke, calculating what the hunger cost. A ragged line from the Great Lakes down to the harbor's churning grade. We forged a sovereign name in fire. Watch the old empire rot away. But the greater win is the grace of the end, breaking the blade to make peace a friend. Laying the silk and the steel on the wood, walking the line where the republic stood. Power is a man who hold it most. Yeah, that haunts the men who hold it most. The halls of marble stood so still, watching the man with the scar-worn hand to surrender the command he earned back to the pulse of a civilian land. No crown for the brow of the victor, no throne for the one who won it all. Just a quiet walk through the winter gate before the shadows of history fall. But the greater win is the grace of the end, breaking the blade to make peace a friend. Laying the silk and the steel on the wood, walking the line where the republic stood. Power is a man who hold it most. Yeah, that haunts the man who hold it most. The world was waiting for a king to wrap the flag around his chest, but he chose the quiet farmstead and gave the iron heart a rest. He gave it back, he gave it all back, back to the fields of the Potomac, leaving the iron on the shelf. The hardest win was winning over himself, winning over himself.
Ink stains on the ledger, a map of the soil. We were trading in barter and breaking on toil. Just a handful of ports and a desperate debt. But I see a machine that hasn't started yet. The agrarian silence, the slow-moving plow needs a spark in the furnace, a collective vow to centralize vision, to tighten the screw from the state of the broken to something brand new.
Watch the engine ignite, hear the copper collide, with the weight of the future and nothing to hide. Built on the promise, the credit, the trust, rising like steel from colonial dust. $1, one nation, the architecture stands. The power of tomorrow is held in our hands.
Consolidate the chaos, the spine at the fate. They wanted the mud, but I charted the vault. If the economy stumbles, it's not for the fault of the system I scripted, the paper I spun, with the gaze on the industry under the sun. From a scattered assembly to a unified goal, the greatest account that has ever been told. It's logic in motion, the tally, the sum, the sound of the progress, the beat of the drum. Print it, distribute it, watch it expand. A titan of capital spanning the land. No time for the hesitation, move with the pace. There is no second guessing in this fiscal race.
There is no second guessing in this physical race. Watch the engine ignite, hear the copper collide, with the weight of the future and nothing to hide. Built on the promise, the credit, the trust, rising like steel from colonial dust. $1, one nation, the architecture stands. The power of tomorrow is held in our hands.
Balance the books, build it high. Watch the credit multiply. The engine hums, the gears align. Every cent, a grand design. A grand design. Ink on the quill and a parchment of dreams, breaking the silence in rhetorical streams. Sunlight is catching the dust in the air, a radical truth that we're willing to swear.
Riding the dawn where the sovereigns fall, a whisper of light that belongs to us all. No more in shadows, no more in the gray. We chart a new course in the heat of the day, and we ride it in fire, the word and the will, from the edge of the coast to the top of the hill. Every man is a mirror of what we can be. In the glow of the vision, we're finally free. Yeah, we ride it in fire.
Folding the maps with a hand that is bold, a territory wider than stories of old. From the delta's mouth to the mountain's peak, it's a language of distance the pioneers speak.
Dabbling sighs in the blink of an eye, painting the promise across the whole sky. Uncharted horizons are calling our names, fueling the furnace and stoking the flames.
Beyond the river,
Beyond the line,
where the sun meets the pine,
where the future's alive.
we're building a world on the strength of a phrase, stepping out of the darkness and into the blaze.
And we ride it in fire, the word and the will, from the edge of the coast to the top of the hill. Every man is a mirror of what we can be. In the glow of the vision, we're finally free. Yeah, we ride it in fire. Palabras de fuego, un nuevo horizonte, riding the dawn of fire.
Midnight oil, burning down the wick, tracing the lines,
catching on the trick of alphabets and shapes, the silent key, unlocking the heavy door of liberty. They said the page was not for hands like mine, but I found the truth hidden in the design of sentences and syntax sharp and line, of sentences and syntax sharp and clear, turning the page, shedding every fear. It's the logic of the light, the reason in the air. To own a human soul is a burden none should bear. I'm speaking from the marrow, I'm building up the case. The freedom is the nature of the entire human race. Let the ink flow, let argument run, until the rising tide meets the setting sun. I walked away from shadows, I walked toward the flame, leaving the number for the weight of my own name. The eloquence is heavy, it's a gravity of thought, refuting every lesson that the cruel masters taught. If you can read the heavens, then you can read the law, and find the broken logic in the systematic flaw, and find the broken logic in the systematic flaw. I didn't need a sword to cut the wire, I used a spark of intellect to set the world on fire. They tried to bind the mind, but the mind had wings. Listening to the quiet, the song the spirit sings. It's irrational to keep the bird inside the wall when it knows the open sky. It's written in the grain. The dignity of life will always break the chain. It's the logic of the light, the reason in the air. To own a human soul is a burden none should bear. Speaking from the marrow, I'm building up the case. The freedom is the nature of the entire humans. Let the ink flow, let the argument run, until the rising tide meets the setting sun. Just words, yeah, on a page, the sound of reason, yeah. Turning the page, I'm finally home, I'm finally reason. Reason, sweet reason.
Rewriting the story, the legends were told. One mark on the paper, a ghost in the booth, standing for something that's harder than truth. They said to be quiet, to stay in the shade, but I'm owning the moment, the history made. And it's mine. Breaking the statute, I'm changing the law, leaving the judges with nothing but awe. It's not just a ballad, it's sound in the air, a scream of the justice that we're gonna share. No asking for favors, no waiting in line. I'm claiming the future, I'm making it mine. Just one voice, the balance is shifting.
Walking through the static of a hardened land, holding to a vision with an open hand. Not with the iron, but with the tethered truth, unfolding the map for the aged and the youth. I see the horizon, I see the change in view, stripping back the layers of the false and the true.
Sparks of a breaking beam. Don't look at the surface, don't look at the skin. Look at the character that lives within. That's where the power starts. That's where the beating of the country heart. That's where the heart starts. That's where the heart starts beating.
One step, two steps, march on the line, turning the water into the wine. Segregation is a shadow that's fading away, chasing the night for the heat of the day.
For the heat of the day.
It's a quiet resistance, a steady rhythmic sound, planting the promise in the cold hard ground.
In the cold hard ground. Oh, we're rising in the light of the dream, catching all the sparks of a breaking beam. Don't look at the surface, don't look at the skin. Look at the character that lives within. That's where the power starts. That's where the beating of the country heart. That's where the heart starts. That's where the heart starts beating.
Not by the color,
Not by the color
but content of the soul.
of the soul.
Make the fractionation
Fractionation.
finally, finally whole.
Oh, we're rising in the light of a dream, catching all the sparks of a breaking beam. Don't look at the surface, don't look at the skin. Look at the character that lives within. That's where the power starts. That's where the heart starts. That's where the heart starts beating.
Ink on the parchment, 3/5 subs of a frame, balancing mercury name under a name. Matters tracing the outline of ghost, checking the center while holding the coast. It's a check, it's a balance, it's a living design. Liberty blooming on a very fine line. Frame the future clause by clause, under the weight of the parchment laws. Under the weight of the parchment laws. 10 amendments deep in the soil of the mind, leaving that of velvet behind, and the velvet behind. The Bill of Rights is a blueprint for air, a promise of silence and a freedom to dare. It's a check, it's a balance, it's a living design. Liberty blooming on a very fine line. Frame the future clause by clause, under the weight of the parchment laws. Under the weight of the parchment laws. Check the pulse, let the power breathe in the hollow space where the empires lead. It's a check, it's a balance, it's a living design. Liberty blooming on a very fine line.
is unfolding, the ink is still wet. Looking past the window to a horizon we haven't met. Moving the chair from the parlor to the hall, standing in the silence, answering the call. No more the shadow, nor the frame, writing down the future in a universal name. Across the borders where the light can't reach, 1,000 voices in a single speech. Every life is a parchment, every heart is a ride, rising together in the modern light. Oh, we're drafting the dream, we're setting the bar, protecting the glow of a human star. Clause by clause in the quiet of the night, we balance the freedom, we balance the light. It's not just a treaty, it's a standard of grace, the dignity of standing for the entire race. A paper threshold, a gate swinging wide, with the whole of the world on the rising tide. Across the borders where the light can't reach, 1,000 voices in a single speech. Every life is a parchment, every heart is a ride, rising together in the modern light. Oh, we're drafting the dream, we're setting the bar, protecting the glow of a human star. For the ones who are waiting, for the ones who can't speak, we are the bridge for the bold and the weak. Across the borders where the light can't reach. Boots are biting the mud tonight, keeping the shadows pinned to the tree. 100 miles of the iron breath, walking the thin line to be free. Don't look back, a master's hall, leave weight of the yoke in the clay. I'm the northbound needle, steady and still, pushing the darkness out of the way. Keep the fire low, let the North Star burn. There's a point of no return. Crossing the river, leaving the state, breaking the heavy links of the chain. Move like the spirit, move like the ghost. We're leaving the hollows and claiming the coast. Whispers are dying in the winter frost, counting the steps by the heart's own heat. Every mile is a mile we paid in blood, with the rhythm of survival in the feet. The hound is howling that they can't break through. I'm the keeper of the gate in the middle of the night, keeping the promise that I made to you. Keep the fire low, let the North Star burn. There's a point of no return. Crossing the river, leaving the state, breaking the keep walking. Dust motes dancing in the afternoon glow. Dust motes dancing in the afternoon glow. The copper is cold, the room is slow. A simple coil, a dream in the wire. Trying to catch a ghost, trying to light the fire. Can you hear the hum? The distance is breathing now. A vibration caught in the palm of a hand. Miles turn to inches, the world starts to bow. And the truth is a thread stretched across the land. Hello, are you there? Just a whisper in the static in the air. We're stitching the silence with the pulse of the light, turning the lonely day into the middle of the night. It's a long way home, but the wire is thin. Let the voice find the place where the heart begins. Let the voice find the place where the heart begins. No more the waiting, no more the seal. The thought travels fast, the intent is real. A shiver of atoms, a soft-spoken sign. Crossing the shadow, crossing the line. Hello, are you there? Just a whisper in the static in the air. We're stitching the silence with the pulse of the light, turning the lonely day into the middle of the night. It's a long way home, but the wire is thin. Let the voice find the place where the heart begins. Let the voice find the place where the heart begins. World has grown small in the curve of the thread. I heard you before you even said. Just a copper thread, finally one. Piece by piece, the chain is fed. Align the frame, ignore the dread. A rhythm carved in cold hard steel. The world is turning. breathless. A million frames in the open light. We turn the switch, we win the fight. Forward, forward, the line moves on. In the quiet of the sand and the salt-rimmed air, where the wind forgets to breathe and the sky is bare. From the bicycle frames and the muslin white, we are folding the world, we are capturing light. The tension in the wire is a story told of a weightless dream that is catching hold, breaking the tether, defying the ground. We're leaving the silence, we're leaving the sound. Rise to the current, dissolve in the blue, building a path that is wider than you. Oh, the gravity fades, it's a ghost in the wake. It's a leap of the spirit that we're meant to take. Thousands of miles in the thoughts of a man's, in the thoughts of a man. Just a sliver of spruce and the edge of a plan. The dunes are a pedestal, the crest is the goal, with the rhythm of currents inside of the soul, with the rhythm of currents inside of the soul. No turning back once the fabric takes wing. Hear the song that the atmosphere is starting to sing, breaking the tether, defying the ground. We're leaving the silence, we're leaving the sound. Rise to the current, dissolve in the blue, building a path that is wider than you. Oh, the gravity fades, it's a ghost in the wake. It's a leap of the spirit that we're meant to take. Suspension. In the hollow of the high, no floor beneath, only the sky. We learned how to swim in the ocean of vision. We're finally there.
990 times the ghost inside the glass, faded out to black, watching the seconds pass. In the mental lab where the silence weighed a ton, just counting up the ash of a million things undone. The carbon thread is snapping, the shadow likes to stay, trying to capture lightning just to give the dark away. It's a game of heavy patience, it's a gamble with the night, searching for the secret to the sudden burst of white. The grid is alive, can you feel the hum? Waiting for the future, yeah, the pulse has come. The copper and the current running through the wall. Watch the city waking up, answering the call. Now we're burning neon in the dead of the sky, defying all the stars, yeah, we're rising so high. Every flicker, every spark is aligning the code, laying down the power on a long wired road. Turn it on, watch the shadow ignite. We are the masters of the endless light. It isn't just the bubble, it's the network in the vein, distributing the fire, moving can you feel the hum? Waiting for the future, yeah, the pulse has come. The copper and the current running through the wall. Watch the city waking up, answering the call. Now we're burning neon in the dead of the sky, defying all the stars, yeah, we're rising so high. Every flicker, every spark is aligning the code, laying down the power on a long wired road. Turn it on, watch the shadow ignite. We are the masters of the endless light. The age of the gas is a memory now. We're breaking the oath, we're breaking the vow of the night that was black, of the night that was long. Where circuit is closing, the circuit is closing. Turn it on, see the world change color. Turn it on, the endless light. Colonel booting in a garage of ghost, routing the packets to the coastal coast. W. Joe, routing the packets to the coastal coast. Every household, a scream for the spark, lighting the interface, killing the dark. Zeros and ones in a rhythm so tight, pushing the bandwidth into the night. System reboot, scaling the life to the global room. From the interface glow to the vaccine vein, excision of fever, excision of fever, excision of fashion, optimization, data rotation, heal the world, build the foundation. Porting the logic to the cellular line, eradicating the flaw in the grand design. The ledger is wealth, but the target is health. The ledger is wealth, but the target is health. Reclaiming the world from the shadow of stealth. Throughput is high, the delivery is wide. Nowhere for the virus or the shadow to hide. System reboot, scaling the life to the global room. From the interface glow to the vaccine vein, excision of fever, excision of fever, excision of fashion, optimization, data rotation, heal the world, build the foundation. Upload complete, eradicate. The foundation is code. Syntax logic in a basement box, unlocking the cycle, picking the locks. One for the home, a window for the soul, translating the binary, filling the hole. Coding the future in a language so small, but watching the architecture rise in the hall. Logic is the lever, the data is the key, folding the distance, setting the logic free. Rewriting the code of a world in pain, turning the wealth into a healing rain. It's a digital logic of precise design, excision of the fever, one line at a time. Scale it up, scale it up. Watch the system bloom. We're coding the light, we're clearing the gloom. Vector to the logic, mapping the flow, targeting the fever, watching it go. The algorithm shifts, the scale is too grand to ignore the pattern across the dark land. It's not just the software, it's a clinical art. Mapping the logic of a beating heart, optimizing health, clearing the stream, turning the hardware into a global dream. Rewriting the code of a world in pain, turning the wealth into a healing ray. It's a digital logic of precise design, excision of the fever, one line at a time. Scale it up, scale it up. Watch the system bloom. We're coding the light, we're clearing the gloom. System scan, eradicate, syntax clear, accelerate. The code is pure, the logic aligns. Bloom, code come flume.
I am looking at the hands that hold the stone. I am watching every soul that walks alone. No measured line to keep the spirit bound. I find the holy in the common ground. You are the fiber, you are the vein, the sun that rises on the open plain. Oh, let the lines all dissolve in the air. I am the breathing, I am the prayer. Every worker, every dreamer, heart in the fold, a story written in the light and the gold. We are one body, we are the tide, with nothing to fear and nowhere to hide. I see the weaver at the loom of time. I see the mountains that we have to climb. No king to bow to, no master of the breath. A simple life that dances over death. You are the future, you are the fast, a present moment that is fading in the past. Oh, let the lines all dissolve in the air. I am the breathing, I am the prayer. Every worker, every dreamer, every heart in the fold, story written in the light and the gold. We are one body, we are the tide, with nothing to fear and nowhere to hide. Part of the earth, part of the sky, part of the tear, part of the tear, part of the eye. One body, one song, we are home.
The mud is rising high against the hull. The current's got a secret in its pull. I'm smoking on a memory down by the bend where the hypocrisies seem to end. They preach a gospel out of polished gold while trading up the truth for what is sold. I'm just an observer in a white linen suit, watching the tree grow bitter at the root. So I'll paint the fence and I'll tell the lie, watch the scoundrels go drifting by. The laughter is a knife that cuts the skin. Oh, it's a long way down that river deep, where the ghosts of the nation go to sleep. Men of stature in the town square hall are standing mighty, but they're bound to fall. I write the folly on a scrap of page, a jester's wisdom for a greedy age. If you can make a man laugh at his own face, you might just lead him to a kinder place. Keep the campfire burning in the middle of the night. So I'll paint the fence and I'll tell the lie, watch the scoundrels go drifting by. The laughter is a knife that cuts the skin. Oh, it's a long way down that river deep, where the ghosts of the nation go to sleep. Just a drifting raft on a shifting tide. There's nowhere left for the rock to hide. Chuckles, just keep paddling. Across the salt and the shifting gray, a young man came with the dawn of the day, with nothing but spirit and a map of his own. He learned how to harvest what the furnace had sown.
From the spark in the suit to the bridge in the sky, watching the girders climb way up high, built a kingdom of charcoal and heat, with the world running fast on the iron at his feet. And he gave it back piece by piece, trading the pressure for a lifetime of peace. From the tower of smoke to the quietest room, where the flowers of knowledge and wonder could bloom. Yeah, he built it up tall just to let it all go, giving the harvest to the ones in the row.
Now the suit has washed off, the air is all clear, the heavy sound of the hammer is nowhere near. In the stone-walled houses where the stories reside, he opened the door and he pushed it all wide.
A cathedral of paper, a heaven of ink, giving the traveler a moment to think, where the poor and the curious climb up the stair to breathe in the history hanging in there. And he gave it back piece by piece, trading the pressure for a lifetime of peace. From the tower of smoke to the quietest room, where the flowers of knowledge and wonder could bloom. Yeah, he built it up tall just to let it all go, giving the harvest to the ones in the row. It's a long journey back from the suit and the flame, to find that the glory is more than a name. It's the quiet return, it's the page that you turn, it's the lesson that everybody finally gets to learn. And he gave it back piece by piece, trading the pressure for a lifetime of peace. From the tower of smoke to the quietest room, where the flowers of knowledge and wonder could bloom. Yeah, he built it up tall just to let it all go, giving the harvest to the ones in the row.
Giving the harvest, open the door.
It's waiting for you
forevermore. Static on the airwaves, midnight in the hall. The city's got a tremor, the writing's on the wall. Lines around the bank block, pockets full of dust. The clock is ticking heavy, forgetting how to trust. But
Tuned into the frequency, the hum begins to grow. A steady hand of policy, the rhythm starts to flow. We're folding up the ledger, we're sharpening the pen to build a wider promise for the women and the men. Don't look at the shadows, they only start to climb. We're syncing up the pulse to a different kind of time. The only thing that's heavy is the ghost upon the shelf, and we've got nothing to fear but the fear itself. Swing it! Yeah, we've got nothing to fear but the fear itself. Push the tempo! Dust bowl in the distance, but the gears are turning now. We're putting all the iron to the shoulder and the plow. From the river to the valley, the work begins to rise. A systematic motion that's painted in the skies. The deal is on the table, the energy is bright. We're pulling out the circuit, we're burning through the night. No time for the hesitation, no time for the stall. The collective engine's moving, we're answering the call. Don't look at the shadows, they only start to climb. We're syncing up the pulse to a different kind of time. The only thing that's heavy is the ghost upon the shelf, and we've got nothing to fear but the fear itself. Let it rain. Yeah, we've got nothing to fear but the fear itself. Panic is a product that we just can't afford. We're laying down the track, we're stacking up the board. The depression is a vapor, the future is the prize. Look into the optimism, see it in the eyes. Don't look at the shadows, they only start to climb. We're syncing up the pulse to a different kind of time. The only thing that's heavy is the ghost upon the shelf, and we've got nothing to fear but the fear itself. Yeah, we've got nothing to fear but the fear itself. It's just a ghost. Ink-stained fingers scratching out the doubt. A 47-page radical shout. The king is a myth in a palace of stone, sitting on a borrowed fragile throne. Sitting on a borrowed fragile throne. We don't need the bloodline, we don't need the grace. We've got the logic, we've got the space, we've got the space. It's common sense, tearing down the wall. Hear the logic, watch the kingdom fall. It's common sense, simple and plain. Breaking the heavy royal chain. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. Pass it on the corner, hand it in the street, where the rhythm of the city and the rebellion meet. No more bowing, no more of the plea. It's the obvious choice that will set us free. Forget the history, look at the sun. The revolution's already begun. It's common sense, tearing down the wall. Hear the logic, watch the kingdom fall. It's common sense, simple and plain. Breaking the heavy royal chain. Burn it down, burn it down. 1 page, 2 page, tear it apart. Start the fire in the common heart. It's common sense, common sense. The smoke has cleared from the open field. The sword is down, the fate is sealed. But the work begins where the cannons end. A harder line that the law must bend. I traded steel for the heavy seal, to force the truth and to make it real. Send the force where the shadows hide. Turn the tide, let the rights abide. From the dust of the war to the sovereign stand, I'm holding the peace
peace for the weary land. Justice is a fire that we hold in the light, marching for the truth, marching for the right. Not by the word, but the strength of the hand, to walk the line in a broken land. If the oath is hollow, the law is just air. I'm planting the flag where the future is bare. The guard is standing, the debt is paid, the path is open, the foundation laid. Send the force where the shadows hide, turn the tide, let the rights abide. From the dust of the war to the sovereign stand, I'm holding the peace for the weary land. Justice is a fire that we hold in the light, marching for the truth, marching for the right. Hold the line, hold the line. We protect the voice that is finally free. We hold the line. Send the force where the shadows hide, turn the tide, let the rights abide. From the dust of the war to the sovereign stand, I'm holding the peace for the weary land. Justice is a fire that we hold in the light, marching for the truth, marching for the